I don't know if this is recording or not, but I figured it's a good time to talk about something that's never talked about, but in all reality, it's reality. Toxic fucking people. So, I was married, I won't say no names, to a really nice lady for like 7 years. Well, not married for 7 years, but we were together for 7 years. And I was an addict. I was an alcoholic. I was a drug addict. I was a fucking loser. I had no happiness in my life. I was completely guilty of everything I did, or so I thought. And I didn't feel good about myself. I didn't feel good about who I was and how I treated people. And the marriage didn't go good. Like, I had my flaws, she had her flaws. She'll say she didn't, but it's okay, we all know. And we went our separate ways. I got sick of, the same bullshit. Working fucking all the time, coming home, cooking, cleaning, taking care of fucking child adults that lived with us. It got sickening. She had multiple kids with another man before I met her, and we had a daughter together. It was a good family. It was just a toxic one. She wasn't toxic, the relationship was. Which is sad because I think deep down she's a good person and she means well. Maybe not with me, but with somebody. And I've learned a lot through our breakup and our soon-to-be fucking finally divorce. That's taking its sweet-ass fucking time to get here. So when I got out of jail, I communicated with her a little bit, and we became friends. Like, we could talk. Like, she could call me about, things that were happening in her life that were just unmanageable for her. And I could sit there and actually have a conversation and let her know, it happens. Like, you just need to just understand that it's life. Nothing is easy about it. And we had good conversations. And so she started dating. She told me about the guys she hung out with, the guys she slept with. And I wasn't upset. I was concerned for her safety and safety for my daughter as well as the other children. Because nowadays, people are fucking weirdos. And you can't help that. So, I would see her talk to somebody and it would be, oh, it didn't work out. He was a dickhead. And then later on, she's like, oh, I met this really sweet guy. And I'm like, oh, where'd you meet him? And she's like, on Tinder. He's got a pretty face. So I'm like, that shit's not gonna work out. You just don't meet someone on Tinder and expect that shit to work out. So she got a little mad, and I was busting her ass. I'm like, let me guess, this guy's got a tiger or a fucking dragon tattoo on him. And lo and behold, yep, he had one down his spine, like a tramp stamp, whatever you want to call it. And so, a couple days later, she's called me up really upset because he didn't talk to her no more. And I'm seeing a pattern of issues with all that. I'm like, you are dating all these guys and it's not working out. And then you don't talk to them or they don't talk to you. So this is where my point goes with toxic fucking people. So, since I've been separated from my wife, I have dated a few girls, and I'm not gonna lie, yeah, of course, that's just what I do. Deep down, I'm a good person. I'm funny as shit. I even make myself laugh with nobody around. I will just sit there and just fucking die laughing. And I wake up and I'm happy. And I've learned that every relationship that I've gotten into since my separation, if it didn't work out, I left it on good terms. I am still friends with a lot of people that I've dated. I just don't look for a reason to break up. If it's not working out, I will clearly say to them, it's not working out. But you're a good person. We're just not a good pair. We're not compatible. We don't have the same interests. And with me being an addict in recovery, I don't have time to be fucking pleasing everyone. I have to click with somebody. We know we have differences. We need to accept them. And if it doesn't work out, I just let them know, listen, I'm sorry, it's not gonna work. And guess what? we're still friends. We still talk. They're still good people. Her, on the other hand, they don't talk to her. They don't want nothing to do with her, and that's all based on being toxic. Like, you cannot have a healthy relationship if you're a toxic person. You can't hold on to what I may have done to you or what you may have done to me and bring it on to someone else. Like, that's not fair for your mental stability, that's not fair for their mental stability, and it's not fair in the house. Like, whatsoever, not fucking fair. You just need to meet them and treat them as if it's a clean slate. Like, you've never dated, they've never dated, and you need to love them. Right now, my life is fucking amazing. Like, absolutely great. I've got an awesome job. I do fucking everything that I can to help any motherfucker out in the world. I go out of my way for 1 billion people, and they go out of their way for me. And I've met a girl that I've known since like November, October, somewhere in that area, and she's in recovery as well. And I don't date recovery girls or people with addiction issues because of the fact that I can only help myself. And if I date someone in recovery, that means I have to help them too. But it's brought in like a bigger, whatever you want to call it, like opening my eyes a lot more because of the fact that we have so much in common. We have that bond. Like, we understand each other's struggles and we understand each other's differences. So I just felt like, you know, expressing that to myself and to you guys. And life's really good, and you have to look at the bigger picture. Like, you can't be looking at all the small negative bullshit that goes on in your life, because honestly, do you give a shit? No, you really don't. You only care because it's affecting you in ways that you don't want it to. It's making you feel emotions. With that, I think I'm done for the day. I might make funny videos later on that are like X-rated and perverted, but I'm not sure yet because I don't have to live like that anymore, but I want to, and it's funny.